everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys a tutorial using my least favorite makeup products. So in front of me I have a bunch of products that I do not like, and I created this entire look using products that I do not like. It was honestly kind of difficult, but at the same time, like, I still got a nice look out of it. I'm not mad at it, but imagine what this would look like if I used products that I did like. The products I mentioned are not awful products. They just did not work out for me, whether it was the shade or the formula, or if it just didn't work out for my skin type. They're not bad products by any means. They might be your favorite products, and if that's the case, don't get upset. Again, they just didn't work out for me. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. So I'm first going to be taking the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. I actually recently picked this up, and I knew the first time I used it that it did not work for me. I am super oily. I mentioned this 100 times on my channel, and this just really did not hold up my makeup at all. Like, within the first hour, I could just see the makeup just sliding off. So for that reason, I do not like this. But if you are someone who has maybe more normal or dry skin, you may like this. It just did not work for my skin type. And it's kind of strange because it is more of like a silicone type product. Like, it looks silicone-y and it has that silicone slip. So usually that silicone formula is really good for oily skin, but in this case it just did not work out for me. For foundation today, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I know a lot of you are probably like, are you serious? Everybody likes this foundation, everybody raves about it. I know, it just did not work out for me, guys. Like, I don't know, I was so excited to try it and I was like, oh my god, it looks so good. But then I had a few of my friends in school tell me that my foundation was like looking really bad in my nose area, and I immediately ran to a mirror and I was like, ah, so no. And I'm actually going to be using this beauty sponge that I got off of Amazon, and I hate this thing. It's super stiff, it does not blend anything in, so I figured we would try it out just because I still have it. I will say that it does give really good coverage. Like, it's I would say a medium but buildable foundation, so you can build it up to like a full coverage. Oh my god, this sponge is so bad. I've used this sponge one time and I'm like, never again, but here I am for you guys. Okay, foundation is done. I'm next going to go in with concealer, and I just realized that both concealers I have to use are from Wet n Wild as well. I feel so bad, like I hate bashing on products, and to be honest with you guys, I love Wet n Wild. It just so happens that these three products I'm going to mention did not work out for me. So for concealer, I'm taking the Wet n Wild Illuminati Highlighting and Concealing Pen. Just like, the shade is really light. They don't have a big shade selection, and I just found that it creased really easily. Like, as soon as you put it on, it creases. Oh my god, it's all gone. Oh my god, I just totally applied that in the wrong area. And because I just totally ran out of this, I'm going to take this other Wet n Wild concealer that I don't really care for. This one isn't as bad, but I do find that it creases pretty badly still. It is a nice full coverage concealer, I will say that. It has pretty good coverage, but the shade selection, again, is the problem that I have with this product. This is their lightest shade, but then the next shade is way too dark for me, so it's like there isn't a happy medium. I really wish they would come out with more shades. So I'm just gonna go back in with my sponge and just blend that onto and underneath my eye. I don't have any bad eye primers to share with you guys, so I'm just gonna use this as my eye primer today. I don't know if you can hear it, like, as I tap, it like hits me. It honestly hurts. This is going in the garbage after this, because I don't even want to give this to someone. Okay, now that the concealer's on, we definitely want to set it. So I'm going to be taking this, oh my god, this is also from Wet n Wild. Oh my god, guys, I feel so bad. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in Caramel Toffee, and it has like a yellow shade in here that we're going to be using. And so I'm just going to take a brush and I'm just going to pat that underneath my eye to brighten it up. It's not necessarily bad, guys, it's just not my favorite. It's also really powdery, you really need to tap it off. So I'm just going to put that underneath the eye just to set. And then just on the eye as well, just to set all of that. Okay, so now moving on to the eyebrows. This product is honestly my least favorite brow product that I've ever tried. I am very picky when it comes to my eyebrows. I have my way of doing it and I don't really like much else. So I'm hard to please when it comes to brow products, but this is one of the first ever brow products I've ever tried, guys. I remember getting this in middle school and I've had it ever since. Now the packaging has changed since. It is the Browsings from Benefit. I don't know if the name's changed or whatnot. I know they still sell this. The packaging's just different. And I have the shade Medium. One of my biggest problem with brows and what I always struggle with is that I have very cool tone brows, but I feel like a lot of the times, especially when this first came out, a lot of companies were coming out with very warm toned brow product colors, and that just does not work for me. And this is like a straight up really, really warm brown color, and it just looks like I drew in my brows with like a red toned brown color. It is awful. It is so embarrassing. I have some pictures like back when I was in middle school wearing this, and like I look back and I cringe so bad. Also the wax in here I don't really care for. I don't really like that feeling of like my brows stiffening and like all hard and crunchy. Not a big fan of that. Just in general, I did not really care for this product. So I'm going to be using this. Oh my god, this color is so off. It is so bad. I'm sure since they've released this, since this product came out so long ago, I know they re-released all of their brow stuff, so I'm sure they have a lot more shades now, and I haven't gone out and tried any of the newer ones or anything, or I don't know if the formula is different. To be honest, the powder itself isn't bad. It's really creamy and it's really easy to work with. It's just the color that's really bad in my opinion. Like, I just don't know many people that have a brow color that is this warm tone. I really don't. I don't. I'm not even going to put the wax on just because I know it will ruin it. So we'll just leave it like this. The color is so off. Like, I'm just looking at myself cringing just because it is off. So now we're going to move on to the eye makeup. And for eyes, I'm going to be using this Too Faced Cat Eyes palette. Looks like this. I'm sure it came out a couple of years ago as one of their collections. And for me, the pigmentation on this palette is off. I've actually heard a couple of people mention that these like tin palettes, the formulation is just not that great, and I have to completely agree. For the price of this palette that I paid and the name brand, you would expect pretty good pigmentation, and it just is not good. Like, honestly, Wet n Wild eyeshadows are 100 times better. I would save your money and pass on these palettes. I just don't think that they're worth it, and I feel like for me, the color combination in here is just really off as well. It's just hard to create a look with like the colors that they have placed in this palette, but we are going to do our best and try today. So I'm first going to take the shade right here called Meow. It's just like a matte cream color. I always like to start off just by placing like a matte cream color all over the lid as a base. So I'm just going to put that all over the lid, all the way up to the brow as our base. Okay, and I'm looking for a transition color right now, and there really isn't even one. The only matte colors in this palette are these 3 super light shades on the end right here. But honestly, you do not need 3 super light shades like this. Like, I just don't understand. Okay, so I'm going to take this color called Tiger's Eye. It's like a bronze color since I do not have a transition color. And I'm just going to put this all over the lid of my eye. And right off the bat, like, I just do not see the pigmentation. Like, where is it? I should not have to work this hard for a palette that I probably spent at least probably $30. I forget how much this palette was, but I'm sure it was at least $30. Next, gonna take the color Leopard on the end. It's like a dark deep brown with gold glitter in it. I really don't want any glitter, but I don't have many options, so I guess we'll use this color. Really wish that they had a transition shade in this palette. It's really, really bothering me. Just for a little bit of like a pop of color, I'm gonna take the shade Jungle Love in this palette. It's a pretty purple color with some like violet glitter in it. Whoa, that is really dark. I wasn't really expecting this one to be that pigmented, and it was, so I need to blend that out. And then just to highlight the brow bone in the inner corner, I'm going to take the shade Purr. This is again just like a creamy color, but it has more of a frost finish, so it will really just like pop. Wow, guys, I realize I haven't used one matte color besides that first color we placed, so I'm really not happy again with like the shade selection in this palette. I just don't understand what they were thinking when they put this together. So now I'm going to move on to eyeliner. I actually have a couple of options. I will mention 3 that I really do not care for. This first one I will say is probably the worst product I'm going to mention in this video. I do not really hate any of these products, but I do really hate this one. This is MAC's Pro Longwear Eyeliner in the shade Black Ice, and this is painful, guys. This eyeliner will have like pointy edges on the pencil that will poke your eye. You have to be extremely careful. The pigmentation is really bad on this as well. You really have to kind of sit there and like, it's really bad, really hard to work with. It's not worth the money. It is dangerous, and I do not like this. I don't even want to use it because I'm scared of it, but I did want to mention that it's so awful. So there we go. I'm actually going to use, this is the Essence eyeliner pen in waterproof. This is not awful, guys. If you're on a budget, this does work. It will get the job done, but it does not dry down matte. I do prefer more of a matte liner. For mascara, I'm going to take the Peter Thomas Roth Lashes to Die For mascara. This is so bad, guys. The wand looks really cool, and I actually usually like really thin, skinny wands. But this product, the formula is so bad on it. I find that it dries up really fast, like once you put it on your lashes, and it actually like hurts, like because it gets so firm and crunchy, and like you'll touch your lashes and you'll be like, ow, like that hurts. We're gonna move on to the face. So I'm first going to be taking the Wet n Wild's contour palette that I was talking about. The shade in here is just way too dark for most people, I feel like. I'm just going to take an angled brush. I'm gonna just tap into the product. You get a lot of kickback, like a lot, and a lot of product will come onto your brush. So I'm just going to suck my cheek in and just go in. It's also really orange, I feel like, and it's kind of blotchy, like right here. Do you see that? Whatever. I like can't. Another Too Faced product, unfortunately. This is the Too Faced Snow Bunny Luminous Bronzer. This is actually a really pretty product, guys. Like, it's not bad. It's just, I do not like shimmery bronzers, and there's like pink in here, so that throws me off. I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush from Eco Tools that I love, and I'm just gonna put this on. Oh my god, like if you have any texture, this will emphasize your texture like a lot. Super, super shimmery, almost glittery. There is actually glitter particles in here, and I just, like, it does not look natural. This would be for like a dance recital or if you want to look really glowy, but I mean in person this just does not look cute. Blush, I have the Wet n Wild's Color Icon blush. I think the formula on these blushes is great, so I'm not really talking about the formula. For me, I'm talking about the shade. This is in Rosé Champagne, and the color is just way too light for people who are like a medium or darker complexion. It just does not show up on me at all. I mean, you see it a little bit, but it's just not enough for me to like be happy. Like, I want to see a little color on my cheeks, and this, I just don't see anything. It also has like a little shimmer to it, so if you have texture or if you're oily, you probably will not like this product. So for that reason, I really don't care for this blush. But if you're dry, if you are fair, you will probably like that. Guys, and then lastly for the lips, I have 2 products that I'm going to use. So the first one is this NYX lip liner in the shade Peekaboo Neutral. The color is fine. It's just in general these NYX pencil liners. When they first came out, I thought they were great. I thought they had a really nice selection of shades. And now I feel like so many brands have come out with really creamy yet long-lasting lip liners, and these just do not compare. This color is actually pretty, Peekaboo Neutral. It's just, again, the formula is not my favorite. It's not as creamy as I like it. Okay, and then on top of that, I'm going to be using this Essence, what is this? Essence liquid lipstick in the shade Make a Statement. And I'm just including this because it claims it's a liquid lipstick, but it is not. It's just a super intensely pigmented lip gloss, and I do not like the way it feels. It also has a strange scent in my opinion, and just because it's a false claim product, for that reason I really don't like it. But it is a really pigmented lip gloss, I will give it that. So that completes this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And also in the comments below, be sure to tell me what your least favorite makeup product is. I'm interested to know. Yeah guys, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!